Welcome back. In this session, we are going to understand this entry. Copy this, Control Y. If you want, you can export this spreadsheet, save to desktop, press enter, allow this. Click on as. See, this is the entry posted. We'll understand this. To understand this entry, see here we have liabilities, here we have assets. This is called a balance sheet. In balance sheet, we have liabilities one side, assets one side. Let us assume we have the stock in inventory, component 1, component 2. What is the balance? Before starting this process, assumption is that we are going to issue this component from our stock for understanding this entry. See, this is the value 2020. Before issuing any components. Now this is income statement. This is income statement. Here we have expenses. When you post the first entry, that is a component consumption. So what will happen here? These components will be consumed. Consumed means this quantity we are consuming here. So then here minus 20, minus 20. This is my stock. I am consuming this component. So this is going to be minus. Wherever you see minus means this is credit. So what is debit? Debit will be your consumption. This account, raw material consumption. This is the first entry posted there. What is the entry here? 2020 for component 1 and component 2. Hope you understand. First entry is a raw material consumption account debit to inventory. This I am going to highlight here. This 20, this 20, this 20, this 20. This is representing this transaction. Now next step, accounting of vendor subcontracting charges. So here what is my balance? Here I don't have any balance. My balance becomes 0 after consuming these two components. Technically I don't have any stock here. My balance becomes 0. My inventory stock. Inventory raw material. Now next entry, posting this for a vendor liability. Before posting this liability, we are going to understand receiving the component, final product. When you receive the final product, here inventory FG will be debit. It is increasing here because we are receiving. What is the value of final product? Value of my final product is 15. I am receiving this. So value of my final product is 55. So I am going to receive this. Here 55. This is an increase. Now since it is since we are receiving this material, credit will be given to raw material consumption account for this entry. To remove the impact on income statement, see, we are doing only manufacturing here. We are not incurring any expenditure for this manufacturing. whatever the expenditure, subcontracting charges you are incurring, that is going to be part of your inventory. So technically there should not be any impact on your income statement because of this subcontracting process. We don't have any expenditure here, we don't have any income, we don't have any expenditure. So but when I post this first entry, system posted this raw material consumption to income statement. If I don't remove this impact from income statement, then it will have impact on your profit. Let us take here, I have income 1000. Here I have income 1000. If I don't remove this impact on P&L, it is going to be reduced from your income like this. Your profit will be 940. Technically this is not correct. We should remove this impact. To removing this impact, when you are receiving these goods, system will post one debit to asset side. This is incoming. See, if you remove this raw material consumption, see this, whatever the component cost we incurred here, this is included in this final product. So if you remove this from inventory, final product increase is 15 only. Why this is an increase? Because of the processing charges. That we'll understand. So to remove this, one is debit to this final product, credit will be given to raw material consumption. To remove the impact, what is the credit here? 55. This is minus. Hope you understand up to here. This is debit and this is credit. Same is here. See, trading goods 55 and raw material consumption 55. We are removing impact. If you sum this total, still we have an impact of 15, minus 15. Third entry is for processing charges. What is the entry for processing charges? To nullify this impact, see 20, 20, 40, minus 55, still we have 15. So if you sum up, you are getting 15, minus 15. If I enter like this, minus 15, it is going to increase your income here. This should not happen. So to remove this impact, system will post one more entry for subcontracting charges plus. So now take the sum of this one, 3 entries. So what is the impact? Impact is 0. Impact is 0. For first, now this is debit, since it is a positive. What is the credit? Credit will be given to GRIR like this. GRIR, this is 15. This will represent your liability. See, now this 15 is increased, is representing here. This 40 plus this 50, this 40 and this 15. See, here you can see 55. Now this GRIR, when you do the invoice verification, it will be moved to vendor account. It will become 0, this account. Now vendor account will be minus 15. So when you pay this amount to vendor, it will become 0. Hope you understand these entries. Simple entries. You need to break down this into component entry and receiving the final product. Third entry for GRIR. See this GRIR. So technically there won't be an impact on income statement. So your profit will be 1000. If you don't nullify this impact on income statement, you are not going to get accurate profit figure.